What's up, everyone? Ham here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday. Once again, I skipped the gym for the past 2 days for female reasons. I need a break. Keep that to myself. Anyway, but yeah, I did really good in jiu-jitsu Monday night. I felt really strong. I got this really cool shirt that I can't wait to wear about jiu-jitsu. It's really cute. It plays to my aesthetic. But anyway, so today's video, first of all, actually, meanwhile I'm moving over. See this gigantic, hold on, I'm not pointing, plant that touches the ceiling? That touches like the 12-foot ceiling? Yeah, it's like a gigantic outdoor plant in the house. Anyway, it's really cool actually. You can hide behind it. Definitely, if a stranger came in, you could totally hide behind it and they would never know where you were. If someone broke into your house, but so yeah, you see what I'm doing right now? I'm laughing. And today's video is about healing and ways we can heal from, say, a breakup or a traumatic situation or just things that happen in life in general, right? So obviously, before I get into it, laughing is a big thing, right? It's hard to laugh sometimes when you don't feel good. It's hard to smile when you don't feel good. It's like this aching brick inside your chest, right? That makes you it just like almost doesn't happen. So one of my first suggestions to someone who's newly feeling broken, feeling, at a loss for who they are or, feeling like themselves again. Step one is to get out of your cave. Leave your dark, dingy room. I'm sure there's bottles of water everywhere, empty water bottles, tissues, plates with stuck on mac and cheese that you haven't put in the sink for a week. But and that all feels good to kind of like bury yourself, right, during those times. You do need a break. You need a mental break. You need a stimulus break. You need a break from all things at all, right? Maybe just play with your dog or cat, pet lobster, whatever. First things first is the second you feel like okay, give yourself a shower. You don't even have to wash your hair. Just like rinse off, throw on a new pair of clothes, and go outside. Anywhere. Go to the Dollar Tree and buy a magic washcloth. Go to Starbucks and buy a cake pop. Just like give yourself at least 20 minutes, half hour, whatever you can dedicate, and go outside. That vitamin D is so important to health, happiness, all that kind of stuff. Okay, sitting in your room in a dark, dingy room, not only is it mental, not well, it's make you feel well. It's gonna like actually physically drain you from not getting that delicious sunshine, right? So get out of the house, okay? And my biggest thing I tell people is once you could force it, get yourself involved with things that you normally wouldn't, or a passion of yours that maybe you've always been excited about. But mainly what's most important is start doing something physical. Start sweating, start burning calories. Go to the gym, start dance classes, start strip pole aerobics, start hockey, start running, start doing jumping jacks. Do something. And I know it's hard in like the cold wintry weather. Like people definitely use that as an excuse not to do more. But once you start forcing yourself to do things, you automatically start to feel the control. All of a sudden now you're in control. It's not that something's controlling you to go do something. It's quite the contrary. It's now you are making those choices. You are making those mature, adult, important, life-changing choices that you were in control of. So like when I was feeling down in the dirty dumps, anytime I started, like I'll give you some some of my advice, right? So I told you guys, after big traumatic incidences in my life, I started jujitsu, changed my life. recently got back into yoga, definitely helping to center me more mentally, kind of fine tuning what jujitsu was doing for me. Sometimes you'll start to hit a plateau. Also, someone who, how it all first started, which was like years before jujitsu, my sister sent me a video of this fitness person who was pretty much just starting out, and her name is Rebecca Louise. This woman, I absolutely love her. Please follow her on social media. Please follow her. She has videos on YouTube. You don't even have to sign up for her, 30-day Get Fit program, which I highly recommend. I think it's a great idea for anybody, and it would be money well spent, I think. But regardless, she always has videos on YouTube, and they're quick, like 10 to 30 minute, usually around like 10 to 15 minute workouts. But she's so sweet. She's so motivating. She's from, I keep wanting to say Australia, but she might be from the UK. I think she's from the UK. Sorry. An amazing woman. So inspiring. So, like, she's around my age. I think a tiny bit younger than me. Just such a beautiful person. Just such a positive. And she even admits, like, she used to be a party girl and do all this crazy stuff. But now she's, like, super healthy. Super, people that I would promote on this channel. Rebecca Louise. Look her up. She's fantastic. So let's just say you can't get out of your house, or you don't want to. To me, when I started doing workouts with her, when my kid was really young, like, I felt like I had a friend. I felt like I had a positive, like when you're forcing that positivity in your ear, down your throat, up your nose, up your bum, like it forces you to smile. Kind of like, it forces it out of you. And it's so important. So after all this being said, number one, when you need to heal, you need to start getting physical. You need to start burning calories. You need to start sweating it out and getting that vitamin D. Like when you can, like go to, like in the summertime, go to your local elementary school if your town allows it, and run around the blacktop, or like sometimes they have like picnic benches set up. I'll run up and down the picnic benches, like picnic tables and stuff. Anything, just get out, just go somewhere like different. What you're doing is you're building. So you might not feel good here, but slowly you're adding and adding and adding and adding and adding until, like I've said in other videos, till like you're on top of this mountain and you can't even see what's behind you or what has happened in the past. It takes time, but it's work, right? Anything worth it is going to take a little bit of work. But at the end of the day, you did it. You made it happen. You made that change. And anytime you see these inspiring videos, it's like that's where people started. It's like they just force themselves, and believe you me, like you will feel in control, and you will feel like you accomplished something amazing in your life. And honestly, some of the things I've done in the past, I'll say 3 years, are things that like I'm the most proud of. Proud of myself, like proud of like, wow, like I, like where I've come mentally and where I feel I'm going, where like goals I've had and dreams I've had, like I'm trying to narrow it down, like where's my place in this world. And I feel like I've done a lot already, but I know that I can do greater. I know I can do more. And I know that God has a plan for where I'm headed. And, I have a plan for myself. I know that I'll see those signs. I'm so patient now. And that's another thing. When you're healing, start meditating, or whatever your version of meditation is. Even if you're going for a long walk with no music on and just listen to the sounds of what's going on. Start centering yourself. Stop overthinking, like, oh, like for example, he broke up with me and I'm ugly and he's got a new girlfriend and all those thoughts, those evil thoughts are flooding our brain, right? But if you're going out and listening to some white noise and just sort of like slowly taking your life back, it's so important. So start like finding ways to meditate. And it doesn't mean this. It can mean this, but it doesn't have to mean that. Like I said, go for a walk without your music on. Like, sit in the bathtub. Go like lay underneath the bathtub water. Like, don't drown yourself, obviously, but like, sit with your head in the water. Listen to the water run. All those things are very meditative and calming. take an Epsom salt bath, it's very relaxing. But just find ways to center yourself. So healing, we need to get physical. We need to start grounding ourselves in our mind and emotionally. Another thing is start eating healthier. Just make healthier eating choices. Stop eating bags of Doritos. Stop, chugging Nestle Quick. And find ways to force yourself to drink more water, because when you're dehydrated, you'll feel depressed. When you're dehydrated, you feel hungry. You'll overeat. You'll feel sad. Blah. Cycle, right? Start drinking more water. Also, when you're healing, start making lists of reasons why other people in your life than the people who've wronged you, why do they like you? Why do they love you? And then on the other side, write reasons why you love you and the things that you've accomplished. And having that visual is like, wait a second, okay, yeah, maybe I'm not as bad as I think. Or maybe, what I'm going through is something that, I can kind of, work my way out of. Time heals. Time is all you need to make things better. All you have to do is wait it out. It's something that will eventually come. The clock keeps ticking, the days keep going, and as it goes on and on and on and on, you'll slowly start to decompress all that bullshit at you. Now, if you're holding on to something for years and years and years and years, maybe a little bit of talk therapy, but at the end of the day, you have the ability to change yourself. You have the ability to make those changes. So when you start doing it for yourself, when you start forcing yourself to be a bigger, better person, that's when the real changes start happening inside. That's when it starts sticking like glue. Like, I did this. You didn't do it for me. I didn't ask you. I didn't get it from this person. I got it from me. I made those moves. I made those changes. And then it's like, wow, like you feel so accomplished. You feel so good about yourself. And it's not as crazy and hard as you think. I've been through some shit. Okay. And I could have easily turned to really unhealthy habits. I could have easily, turned to unhealthy people to just sulk myself in. But instead, I literally unburied myself from the quicksand and realized humans are humans are here to survive. Like, our bodies are built to try to survive. And I freaking pulled myself out. And I even thought to myself the other night when I was going to bed, like, I'm like one of the happiest I've ever been. I have the least, as far as money, job, this, that. I have the least, and I'm the happiest. I have the least, like, material things. It's me and my kid, and my dog. And, you see all this stuff around me, but none of this belongs to me, And I'm the happiest. I feel so good. I've put in the work. It took years to, like, really come to this point, but I said to myself the other night, oh my God, I feel so good. I'm happy. This is great. And when you feel this way, this is when ideas start coming. This is when you meet really good people. This is when careers and jobs and this and all this success can come your way. Now, I already feel super successful. I feel so successful because of where I've come and what I did for myself. So if you do that for yourself, you will feel successful. You won't need the boyfriend, girlfriend. You won't need the job. You won't need the money. You'll literally be inside yourself. And this is what I think monks talk about. Like, I feel so happy and successful. What's better than that? So honestly, when we're healing, we need to just literally fake it until you make it. It sucks, but don't be a baby. Don't be like, I can't do it. Because you can. Okay? I feel like this video is way too long. I have to edit it a little bit. Had more to say, but I could always make a part 2. Love you guys. Hope you're happy, healthy, and don't spy on me. But watch my videos. Okay, love you guys. Looking beautiful today. Love your eyebrows. Love your makeup. Bye.